Let's go. Welcome to the player ratings of Manchester United have beaten Aston Villa by 4-2. I'm glad. I don't care that it's the Carabao Cup. I said this before the game. I said I want to send them packing. Yo, we're on someone's FaceTime right now. Love that. We wanted to send them packing, and we did. But we made hard work of it. But listen, we won the game. Let's get into it. This is going to be interesting.
Yes, it is.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, really.
So we have to start at the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Dubravka, what are you giving him out of 10?
I'm going to give him a 7. An honest 7. Because last time we won the game and we was too high with our ratings. So I'm going to be honest.
2 goals.
Yeah, 7. What's wrong with that?
You're cracking.
Nah, 7. No. 7. I'm going to give him a 7.
Why?
Because, you know, he didn't do poorly. And about an average is about a 6.5 or 6.
We don't do points.
So, okay, well, an average is about a 6 or 5.
7?
Yeah, I'll give him a little bit up. He wasn't poor. His distribution side of the game, which was the main bit at the first half of the game, he played all right. So I'll give him a 7.
He's different. I have footage of him being, exposing him about this, by the way, that I'm going to release eventually. But I think 6 is fair. 6 is fair. He did concede 2 goals. Yeah. So based on that and his distribution, I don't know what this guy is saying about all this.
Did you see? What did you see? Wait, forget what he said. What did you see when you saw Dubravka today? What did you see?
Sound like Amazon. I saw Hermes. I don't know what he's talking about. Distribution. He wasn't that good. He was all right. Just barely all right. Yeah, barely all right. It's the players up front that did more of the magic in the second half. He's making it out like the keeper was detrimental to this system. I don't know what you said.
I didn't make that out.
All right, so just to clear it out, because I don't want to spend too long on this.
Yeah, cool.
What did you see with Dubravka? Because I know you want this thing of a progressive keeper.
Yes.
Are you trying to? What are you saying here?
It was good for somebody that's just come in goal. He's been injured for a little while. He played well. I think he played well. He had his goalkeeping moments where he concedes are on the break, and it's an own goal. So they're not massive. He doesn't concede the 2 goals.
Oh, was one of them an own goal?
Yeah, one of them
was an own goal.
The low, I believe. The back post header. He was never going to score from that angle. The guy was never going to score from that angle, and then Delo kind of kicks it in.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I didn't even know that.
It wasn't a Dubravka mistake.
None of the goals were his fault. That's why I'm not.
So he's a 7. Good distribution, very competent on the ball, comfortable on the ball throughout the first half.
Okay.
7.
I would have gone with a 6. I actually would have gone with a 5. There. He was there. But okay, fair enough. Let's keep it moving now anyway. Yeah. Diogo Dalot. He started, I think, every single game. He plays the ball down the line to Bruno that gets us the goal, and that's instantly after conceding, so he's proved he's switched on. Of course there's going to be little moments where he could do a little bit better, because the guy is playing his arse off, and he's going to the World Cup. This guy's not going to get a break. But what did you give him today out of 10?
7.
Yeah.
Very fair for him. I keep telling you, tired, fatigue, worried. Exactly. And there you go. You saw today. I'm glad that finally the World Cup's going to come, and he can probably get a bit of rest, because I don't think he's going to start in the World Cup. But he deserves to get all the minutes that he's been playing by default, because of there's no competition and how he's been playing. So 7 is fair.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
To keep it moving.
Yeah, one of the most improved.
Okay. Next to him was Harry Maguire today. How do you think he done?
All right at times. But he's the only player in the team that's very indecisive on the ball at times. Extremely indecisive on the ball. And at times was a bit rash. I'm gonna give him a 5. I'll give him a 5. Could be a lot better.
5?
Yeah, I would have given him a 6. 5, 6 is very fair. I think a lot of the times I'm seeing him hesitate.
Yeah, he looks so
You just release the ball. You turn, Dalot, release, and let Dalot handle it. Turn, Malacia, release. He just keeps doing this thing where he holds it and he tries to do something, and he tries to overdo the ball sometimes. And yeah, he just needs to stop hesitating. So
yeah, what I see with him is when the play is oh, we got Burnley at home. Oh, there you go. And the next round. There you go. At least it's at home as well. Yep. Vincent Kompany coming here. I tell you what, that Burnley team, I've been watching them in the Championship, yeah? I'm not saying they're good. They're not the old school Sean Dyche thing, long ball. They're playing ball. They're playing ball. Yeah, they're playing ball. They're playing ball. But that's who we've got in the next round of the Cup. Harry Maguire, cool. Lindelof.
Again, 6. I'll give him a 6. Again, I don't think anyone was brilliant in the back line, except for Delo and maybe Malacia. But Lindelof 6.
Agreed. Malacia
7, maybe even 8. Like I told you, give the ball away, happens, but go and fight for it and win it back and give the ball back to the team, and that's what he does. And I really appreciate that he got benched for numerous games, came back and he said, "Nah, it's okay. I'm here. I'm still here. Don't forget about me. My name is Tyrone Malacia, and I love that from him. And that left-footed pass continuously to Rashford, continuously trying to find a forward-running pass over everyone. Love that. So I'd probably give him an 8.
I think that's good with what he's done, Ten Hag, in terms of if the players are good enough to battle it out for the positions. Like Malacia and Shaw's quite an even one. I think Shaw's still a better player than him overall because he's still young and stuff like that. But you can see, take him out, he comes back in, he's hungry again, he puts in a good performance. That'll keep Luke Shaw back on his toes again. I need to keep going. But do you agree with Faz's assessment now? Yeah,
Competition for placements.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, let's move into midfield. Fred.
5.
That's the alarm.
That's Fred. That's Fred's taxi. You know what I mean?
5.
Fred's taxi, man.
5.
Yeah.
5.
5?
Yeah.
Just flat 5?
Flat 5.
They're saying it's Fred's taxi, but Fred,
I wouldn't give him a 5. I probably would have given him a 3. In all honesty, it was really shocking. All over the place. All over the place.
Yeah.
3.
McTominay.
It's a weird one. He wasn't that good in the first half. Second half, much better. I think him getting that goal as well would obviously up his score. I think I'd give him a 7.
Yeah.
7 is fair.
And when he played further up the pitch in the second half, hit the crossbar, gets his goal.
Everybody wants to play a 10 in this club. I don't understand. There's bare 10s.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did well. Well. 7 is fair.
Donny van de Beek.
That's my 4 grade. It's really hard for him to get into the game and fit into the team. It's a bit weird. I mean, the shape was all wrong. We wasn't effective in the first half. 0-0. He's just not in the game. I don't see him most of the time, and he's not even making the secondary runs or the shadow runs that people are saying, or Ten Hag was saying that he's good at. Adding goals to our team. He's not doing that. So 4.
Yeah,
fair 4.
100%. I need people to understand getting in positions isn't a quality that you base a Manchester United player off. Because people's perception of Donny van der Beek is he makes forward runs and he gets in good positions. But that's the most basic thing you could ask for a player.
It's one part of it
for his position. At times he was trying to be physical. You saw he tried to make a couple of passes, but for the particular role he needs to play, where in essence he's trying to match, Bruno's work rate or being the person behind the striker. He needs to be a creator and he needs to find solutions. He needs to be getting the ball and bringing other players in, being able to take a player on or so. And he's got none of that at all. And he's had his run of games with different competition, different teams. So it's looking really, really bad for him. And I think eventually it'll get worse and he needs to leave.
Rashford.
Rashford is red, man. He's a red. He's scoring goals in big games when we need him to score goals, and he's been consistent. He plays a lot better when he's in the forward line up front, centrally, and that's what Ten Hag said is his best position. But I'll give him a 7. He was talking about Malacia making that clever ball over the top, had a chance to maybe score 2 goals for us, but fights for his goal, man, and that's kind of what we want. Players like Bruno, tenacious. Players like Casemiro, tenacious, and Rashford, tenacious at times. Concedes, I think he has a point. He's at fault a little bit for that second goal that they score. Ashley Young, was it Ashley Young? Yeah, Young. He's just an acres bombing down the line. He's got to be there with him. That's his man. So, but I'll give him a 7 or an 8. 7.
7?
Yeah, 7.
Give it 7?
I would have given him an 8 for resilience reasons, because he didn't put his head down after he made that awful miss.
Yeah.
And people were getting onto him. Oh, Rashford, yeah, he missed. If it was another player, would have scored. But he made more of the difficult effort after Eriksen, got the ball to him. So 8 is very fair. And I saw Ten Hag also giving him loads of instructions about when Martial came off, stay in between the goalposts. Stop coming, stop going to the left, stop veering. Let Garnacho come in and give you the ball. Let the other players find you. You stay there. So yeah, 8 for me. It's fair.
I'm not going to ask him for a rating of Martial. I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
Because he won't. He just whatever. But what do you give him? 60 minutes in the legs or 55, something like that. Gets his goal as well. Nice tap in, but got to be there.
Yep.
Confidence building for him.
Yeah. Looking like a striker as well at times. Leading the line, especially in that first half. Just see the massive difference between him and Ronaldo in terms of leading the line, starting the pressing, picking up those clever little areas as well. He knows when to drop deep and cause overloads in the wide areas so that we can play and try and get into the final third. And scores his goal as well. Great positioning for the Bruno, creativity. I'm going to give him an 8, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy with his performance.
Okay.
I just don't. I think 8 is a bit too generous, because even though he did get his goal,
Still came off quite early.
it came off early. Okay, maybe the manager's saving him. I don't know what for, even though he's not going to the World Cup.
No.
And we won't go
Because he's
full
just
in.
come back off he's just been out for ages.
Fair, but the fact is, in the first half, he wasn't really causing a lot of headache. He only caused that headache after he got that goal, and by that time it was second half, and then boom, he comes on after. So that's just my thing from the get-go.
What would you have given him considering all that? Like a 6 then, or?
Yeah, I think a 6.
Seven.
6 is very fair.
Okay, so we've got 6 and an 8.
Wow.
What would you give Martial? 6, 8, 5, 8? Okay, we got 8 over there as well. So, he's got an agenda, innit?
Whoa.
You do. No, you have got an agenda. You do. No, you had the reason why you got an agenda against Martial is because you said, forget it. You're always sick. Leave. I don't want you here. Fine. That's what you've made your mind up. So it's an agenda, isn't it?
Yeah, cool.
Have you made your mind up on him?
About what? He has to leave?
Yeah.
100%.
There you go. So that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
You just want him to just. You just want him to be fit. You question, can he do it? And this, that, and that. So, but he scored. So we see against Fulham.
That's
Hopefully for you, he scores
His job.
and he wins us the game and does his job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, fantastic player for our club, man, and is really sparks when you're talking about a dynamic player. I'm talking about Bruno Fernandes. You know,
Why are you
the right wing is not his position. Because the right wing, I'm thinking about that right wing spot, and it's not for him. It's not for him. He looks a bit awkward there. I think he should play on the left wing if you're going to put him on any of the 2 wings, just so he can come in a bit and do like that. He was a bit out of the game at times in the right wing position. When he comes into that 10, that's Bruno's position. That's his position. Play him there, and you see what happens. Goals start to get created. So we missed him. We missed him when he wasn't around on the weekend. He's coming today and he's played well. So an 8.
Yeah, 8 is very fair, but I do need him to sharpen his tools because I don't understand how a player who takes corner kicks and free kicks overhits the ball on crosses. It doesn't. I can't make sense of
But
it.
even on crosses, I mean, Harry Maguire nearly scored from a cross there.
Yeah.
Finally, when we actually just crossed it.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? So Ericsson does it quite a bit as well. Ericsson can,
It was the Ericsson delivery.
sometimes he can hit the first man, but you know, when we actually decided to cross it in and not do that, then we actually get something out of it.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the subs. I think we've covered everyone who started the game. Ericsson.
5, nothing really much. 5, 6, just came on towards the latter end of the game. Yeah, kept it simple. Did get beat by Leon Bailey quite a few times. Leon Bailey's just he's just showing up, isn't he? I don't know what's going on with Leon Bailey, but yeah, 5 or 6 is fine.
Well, Leon Bailey's a fantastic left wing. He's good, man, and could add to us. But 6, I'll give him a 6. You know, added so much to the game. I would like to give him a 7, but just added so much to our team. You could see the clear difference between a McFred.
I think there was a big difference. I think he was a bit too passive on him. I agree.
I would give him a 7 if I could, but. Yeah, just because of the minutes.
Fair.
6 is most probably fair, but it adds so much more to that team in terms of a player that's deep, that can break lines, that can rotate the ball, that can keep the ball tricky in areas, good passing range. Fantastic player.
Garnacho.
This is a 9 performance, and it's only been a short period of time that he gets on that pitch. Every single time hungry to beat his player. Could have scored a goal himself and assisted. I mean, he's given Ten Hag the headache. And we're talking about competition, healthy competition in the left back position. That whole left side, healthy competition. There's so many players that can add there. Martial can even add there. Rashford now, Sancho. It's brilliant to see that he's there now, and that hopefully allows us to fix that right side. Sancho can hopefully go on that right side if Garnacho is able to keep playing as well as he is on the left side.
9, straight 9.
100%. Man, he just needs to keep calm though. Just keep your head down. That's it. Eventually, he will face tough challenges. I want to see him then as well, what he does with serious fullbacks and big boy defenders. You can see physically, fullbacks do get the better of him a lot of the times. And if they start figuring out how to control him and be a bit physical on him, because you saw Ten Hag, someone clipped him and then he came off on the side, and Ten Hag left his tactical box, and then he actually went to Garnacho and said, "Oh, come on!" He's like really pushing him, like, "Nah, this is it. This is the Premier League. This is what we expect from you. Don't come off." He was telling him, "Don't walk off. Stay on the pitch." So yeah, he'll just need to improve his physicality. But he's only a kid.
Yeah, exactly. He's 18-year-old kid. He's only going to go from strength to strength. So I agree with what you're saying there. Alanga today.
Dynamic. But basic 5.
Decision making as well. He had a chance to actually score.
He did,
I don't know why he didn't just head it.
Yeah.
He went with his foot, did he? And it just went up, I think. A couple of crosses, just not quite there. But positionally, you're always going to get it from him. You're going to get the work rate.
Yes.
but we just need a bit more quality from Anthony at the moment, and from Alanga at the moment. And
goals and assists, man. That's the currency,
Yeah.
man. That's what puts you to that next bracket. What Garnacho's doing. Last game scores. This game scores. You need to be putting up numbers on the board. So
okay, so a 5 there. I think you probably agree with that. Am I missing any other players who came on?
Casemiro.
Casemiro came on.
locked off the game.
Yeah, closed it out.
Yeah.
Say a 5, I think.
Yeah.
Came on straight away.
Martinez
Oh yeah, Martinez.
locked off the game.
NA.
And,
It is. He's on. It was. Although actually, not well. Is NA? Even though it's my yard man, bridging Leon Bailey. He got into it again because he's like, "Rah, you want to go on Twitter and try and snitch on me? try and say I was disappointed that nah, Leon, yard man and that Jamaica, cool, but Argentina, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he got into it again. I think that's why that happened.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of a conspiracy theory. I have no
Actually,
proof, but
yeah.
I just is what I think. Quickly, just give me a rating. Ten Hag.
In all honesty, I'd give him a 9.
Ooh, okay.
9.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Because you think he managed to figure it out and get us going?
Yes.
Considering we went 1-0 down, then back
Yes.
to 1-1, then 2-1 down, then he made changes that made us go on and...
Yeah.
Yeah?
I got to say Eric Ramsey close up today as well, so it was interesting, bro.
I've spent a lot of time when we see the change. He does a lot, you know. He does a lot. He does do a lot. Just saying. Your favourite guy. Your favourite guy. What are you giving Ten Hag?
10. You know, I told you guys.
Conceded 2 goals, didn't get a clean sheet.
Yep, and I told you guys we were going to win this game today. I was 100% confident. I was
Marcelo.
No.
Yeah, you're giving your prediction.
No. But this is the reason why I said we was going to win the game. I knew that he had lost the game last
Mark,
game.
I was giving Ten Hag a 10.
He had to redeem himself, and he had to figure out the team, and he done exactly that.
Marcel, never change. Let us know if you agree with these guys and their predictions and their ratings, should I say. Has Faz been too lenient? Has he been too exuberant? And vice versa with this guy, Marcel. Should Ten Hag get a 10? I don't think he should get a 10, but to be fair, it was a 9, so it's very high here from these guys. Smash the like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you lot are new. We're out of here. Peace.